So I want to briefly show you how to access the rubrics for your assignments and your discussion boards. In each assignment, if there is a rubric, it's going to be at the bottom of the page. It's very important to check your rubrics before you submit an assignment because it shows you how I'm going to grade an assignment. Note, if you're in English 1A, 1B, or 1C, or literature, they can vary a little bit how I set these up. But for 1A, 1B, 1C, you have a rough draft, a revision, and a final version of your larger essays. In literature classes, you usually just have a rough draft and a final version. But this is how this works. You'll see that on the rough draft and revision, the rubric's very simple, and pretty much if you do these three things, you're likely to get full credit. However, when you move to the final version of an essay, you will see that the rubric gets much more involved. And for rough drafts and revisions, I will be giving you video feedback for your essay. If you prefer a different type of feedback, please let me know. I can do written if that works better for you. On your final version, though, I do not give video feedback. Instead, I grade this final version with this extensive rubric. So you've had usually 1 or 2 chances to do a rough, a revision, and perfect this essay. So the final version really should have been worked on, revised, and proofread by this point. And I do grade all of these elements as I go through. So it's very important that you check through these, make sure you've remembered everything for your essay before you turn in that final version. And again, with all assignments, you're wanting to check the rubric at the bottom of the assignment page. However, in discussions, you'll find the rubric in a different place. If you click the 3 vertical dots here and select Show Rubric, that's where the rubric hides in discussion boards. And again, you want to make sure to check this before you submit your main post. All the elements that I grade on are here, and it's important to know those things, like including quotes from the text. That's usually always a requirement, having in-text citation, framing your quotations, etc. And you'll notice at the bottom of discussion boards, you have a checklist of what to remember for the discussion post, and there's also resources. So for example, if you don't know how to frame a quotation, you can click on this link and it will take you to a video that shows you what I expect for that. So check your rubrics before you submit assignments, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to help.